Have you ever paused to consider what truly happens in those final moments of life? It's a question that transcends the biological. While we often think of slowing heartbeats and weakening breaths, there's a deeper, more profound layer to explore. Many people share incredible experiences, vivid accounts of bright lights, feelings of overwhelming peace, or even the sensation of reliving their entire lives in a flash. But what does it all mean? Is there a deeper truth behind these experiences, and more importantly, what awaits us on the other side of life? Death has long been one of humanity's greatest mysteries, a phenomenon that is both inevitable and daunting. It's a subject most of us tend to avoid, often shrouded in fear or uncertainty. Yet, what if we could shift our perspective? What if death isn't the final curtain call but rather a transition, a doorway to another reality? If you knew that death was not the end but a new beginning, would you still harbor the same fears? Consider the poignant final words spoken by Jesus on the cross: "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit," Luke 23:46. This declaration wasn't one of despair, rather, it was an affirmation of faith, a complete surrender to the divine and a firm belief in what lay ahead. In those words, we find a powerful message: even in the face of death, there can be peace and assurance. What does this mean for us? Might our final moments also offer clarity, revealing that death is not simply an end, but a gateway to eternity? As we embark on this exploration, I invite you to engage with this topic. If you're intrigued by the profound questions surrounding death and what follows, drop a comment below with 777. This simple act not only allows you to express your curiosity but also creates a community of fellow seekers eager to delve into this existential inquiry. Your thoughts matter, and together, we can share insights and reflections that enrich our understanding of life and death. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more enlightening discussions. Your support helps us continue to explore these important themes that resonate with so many of us. Let's journey together into the mysterious realm of what happens just before death. We'll unveil stories of near-death experiences, examine scientific theories alongside spiritual beliefs, and reflect on the psychological stages of dying. By understanding these concepts, we not only confront our own mortality but also appreciate the beauty and preciousness of each moment we are given. So, let's dive deep into this fascinating subject and uncover the truths that lie within the final moments of life. Throughout history, countless individuals have reported extraordinary experiences during brushes with death, commonly referred to as near-death experiences, NDEs. These profound moments often provide glimpses into what lies beyond our earthly existence, offering insights that challenge our understanding of life, death, and the afterlife. For many, these experiences are transformative, reshaping their perspectives on life and deepening their spiritual beliefs. Common themes emerge from the accounts of those who have had NDEs. One of the most frequently reported phenomena is the sensation of moving through a tunnel towards a bright light. This light is often described as warm and inviting, radiating love and peace. Many experiencers recount feeling an overwhelming sense of serenity and joy as they approach this light, as if they are returning home after a long journey. This sense of peace is often contrasted with the fear and anxiety typically associated with the idea of death, leading many to question the nature of their experiences. In addition to the light, many individuals report a sensation of leaving their physical bodies. They describe observing their surroundings from above, witnessing the efforts of medical personnel trying to revive them. This out-of-body experience often provides a unique perspective, allowing them to recall details and events that they should not have been able to see or hear. This phenomenon raises intriguing questions about consciousness and its relationship to the physical body. If consciousness can exist independently of the body, what does that imply about the soul and its journey after death? Visions of deceased loved ones and spiritual beings are also prevalent in NDE accounts. Many people describe encountering family members, friends, or even spiritual figures who offer comfort and guidance during their transition. These encounters often instill a profound sense of love and connection, reinforcing the idea that relationships transcend death. For those who have lost loved ones, these experiences can be particularly comforting, as they suggest that death is not the end but rather a continuation of existence in a different form. Another remarkable aspect of near-death experiences is the life review. Individuals often report experiencing a comprehensive review of their lives, recalling significant events and interactions with others. This review is often accompanied by intense emotions, both joy and regret, as they reflect on their actions and the impact they had on others. This process can lead to a greater understanding of the importance of love, compassion, and forgiveness in our lives. It serves as a reminder that our choices matter and that every interaction holds significance. Scientific explanations for NDEs vary widely. Some researchers suggest that these experiences are simply the brain's response to trauma, resulting in hallucinations or vivid dreams. They argue that the brain, deprived of oxygen during critical moments, may generate these experiences as a coping mechanism. However, this explanation falls short when considering the consistency of NDE accounts across cultures and belief systems. The striking similarities in experiences across diverse individuals raise questions about the nature of consciousness and its potential survival beyond physical death. Dr. Eben Alexander, a neurosurgeon who once dismissed NDEs as mere illusions, provides a compelling counter-narrative. After a near-fatal illness left him in a coma for several days, he experienced what he describes as a journey to a realm beyond this world. He reported encountering a vibrant and loving environment filled with music and knowledge beyond comprehension. His experience radically transformed his perspective, leading him to conclude that consciousness exists independently of the brain and that our understanding of life after death must be re-evaluated. The implications of near-death experiences extend beyond individual accounts. They challenge societal beliefs about death and dying. Many people who have had NDEs return with a renewed sense of purpose, often dedicating their lives to spreading messages of love, compassion, and forgiveness. They may become advocates for spiritual exploration or engage in volunteer work, seeking to make a positive impact on the world. This shift in focus underscores the idea that our time on earth is limited and that we should strive to live meaningfully and authentically. The spiritual dimension of NDEs also prompts a deeper inquiry into the nature of reality itself. If these experiences are genuine glimpses into a higher existence, what does that mean for our understanding of the universe? Are we connected to something greater than ourselves? Many who have experienced NDEs report a profound sense of interconnectedness with all living beings, reinforcing the idea that love and compassion are universal forces that bind us together. As we explore the phenomenon of near-death experiences, we must approach these accounts with an open mind. While scientific explanations offer valuable insights, they do not fully capture the richness of the human experience. The stories of those who have ventured to the brink of death and returned provide a compelling narrative of hope, love, and the possibility of a continued existence beyond our earthly lives. In this exploration, we begin to understand that near-death experiences are not merely individual anecdotes, they are part of a larger tapestry that speaks to the profound mysteries of existence. By listening to these stories and reflecting on their meanings, we can gain insights into our own lives and the legacies we wish to leave behind. The experiences shared by those who have crossed the threshold between life and death challenge us to reconsider our beliefs and attitudes toward mortality, urging us to embrace the beauty of life while acknowledging the inevitability of death. Ultimately, near-death experiences invite us to reflect on what it means to live a life filled with purpose, love, and connection. They remind us that our time is fleeting, and the choices we make have lasting impacts on ourselves and others. As we journey through life, let us carry the lessons learned from those who have glimpsed the beyond, striving to create a legacy of kindness, understanding, and compassion. Through these shared experiences, we can find solace in the idea that death is not an end but a transformation, offering us a glimpse into the boundless possibilities that await us beyond this life. The debate surrounding near-death experiences, NDEs, often pits scientific theories against spiritual beliefs, creating a complex dialogue about the nature of consciousness and the afterlife. While many individuals who have experienced NDEs describe profound encounters with light, love, and a sense of peace, skeptics argue that these phenomena can be explained through biological and psychological processes. This intersection of science and spirituality invites us to explore deeper questions about existence, reality, and what it means to be human. From a scientific perspective, researchers have long sought to understand the mechanics behind NDEs. Some propose that these experiences result from physiological changes in the brain during traumatic events. For instance, when the body undergoes extreme stress, such as during cardiac arrest, the brain may respond with a cascade of neurochemical reactions. These reactions can lead to hallucinations, altered perceptions, and vivid imagery, often resembling the experiences reported during NDEs. Critics argue that these brain functions can explain the common elements of NDEs such as the tunnel effect, feelings of detachment, and encounters with deceased loved ones as mere byproducts of a dying brain. One prominent theory is that the lack of oxygen in the brain triggers a series of responses that produce hallucinations and heightened sensory perceptions. When the brain is deprived of oxygen, it can enter a hyperactive state, leading to visual and auditory experiences that may be interpreted as spiritual or transcendental. Researchers have conducted experiments to simulate NDE-like conditions, using techniques such as sensory deprivation and the administration of hallucinogenic substances. These experiments suggest that some aspects of NDEs might be replicated through specific alterations in brain chemistry, reinforcing the view that these experiences are rooted in biological processes. However, while scientific explanations offer valuable insights, they often fall short of capturing the richness and depth of the NDE experience. Many who have undergone these experiences report profound transformations that extend far beyond the physiological. They describe encounters with unconditional love, feelings of interconnectedness, and insights into the nature of existence that cannot be easily quantified or explained by science alone. This dissonance between scientific understanding and personal experience raises essential questions about the limitations of empirical research when it comes to matters of consciousness and spirituality. Spiritual beliefs provide an alternative framework for interpreting NDEs, one that emphasizes the transcendent nature of human experience. Many cultures and religions throughout history have proposed that consciousness exists beyond the physical body, suggesting that there is a spiritual dimension to life that can be accessed during moments of near death. For believers, NDEs serve as evidence of an afterlife, a realm where the soul continues to exist, free from the constraints of the material world. This perspective encourages individuals to view death not as an end but as a transition to a higher state of being. Various spiritual traditions interpret NDEs through their unique lenses. In many Eastern philosophies, for example, the concept of reincarnation suggests that the soul undergoes multiple lifetimes, learning and evolving through each experience. NDEs may be seen as glimpses into past lives or future possibilities, reinforcing the notion that life is a continuous journey rather than a finite experience. In contrast, Western religious views often emphasize the idea of heaven and hell, with NDEs serving as affirmations of divine judgment and the soul's ultimate destiny. The narratives of those who have experienced NDEs frequently include elements that resonate with spiritual teachings. Many report feelings of unconditional love and acceptance, aligning closely with the principles of compassion and interconnectedness found in various spiritual traditions. These experiences often lead individuals to reassess their values, seeking to cultivate love, forgiveness, and a deeper connection with others. For many, NDEs ignite a spiritual awakening, prompting them to explore questions about their purpose and the nature of reality. The intersection between scientific theories and spiritual beliefs also invites a broader discussion about the nature of consciousness itself. What is consciousness, and where does it originate? While science often seeks to reduce consciousness to neural processes and brain functions, spiritual perspectives suggest that consciousness may transcend the physical realm, hinting at a greater reality. This ongoing exploration encourages a more holistic understanding of the human experience, one that embraces both the scientific and the spiritual dimensions. As we navigate this complex landscape, it becomes clear that both scientific inquiry and spiritual exploration hold value in understanding NDEs and the mysteries of existence. Rather than viewing these perspectives as mutually exclusive, we can consider them as complementary lenses through which to examine the human condition. Science offers tools to investigate the physiological aspects of NDEs, while spirituality provides a framework for interpreting the profound insights and transformations that often accompany these experiences. Ultimately, the dialogue between scientific theories and spiritual beliefs enriches our understanding of life, death, and what may lie beyond. By engaging with both perspectives, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the complexities of human experience, recognizing that the journey toward understanding is ongoing. Each narrative of a near-death experience adds to the tapestry of knowledge, inviting us to reflect on our beliefs, question our assumptions, and explore the profound mysteries that connect us all. As we continue this exploration, we are reminded that the questions surrounding NDEs and the nature of consciousness are not merely intellectual pursuits, they touch upon the very essence of what it means to be human. In grappling with these questions, we open ourselves to the possibility of transformation, growth, and a deeper connection to the world around us. Whether through scientific investigation or spiritual reflection, the quest for understanding invites us to embrace the mysteries of existence and the boundless potential of the human spirit. The experience of dying is not solely a biological process, it is also deeply psychological and emotional. Understanding the stages that individuals often go through as they approach the end of life can provide valuable insights into the human experience of mortality. Developed by Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross in the 1960s, the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance have become a framework not only for understanding grief but also for comprehending how people confront their own impending death. The first stage, denial, serves as a natural defense mechanism. When faced with the reality of death, individuals may initially refuse to accept the diagnosis or the prognosis, believing that there has been a mistake. This denial can manifest in various ways. Some may seek second opinions, while others might engage in magical thinking, hoping that their situation will somehow improve. This stage is characterized by a sense of numbness or shock, allowing individuals to gradually process the emotional weight of their circumstances. Denial acts as a buffer, giving people time to adjust to the reality of their situation. It can be a critical period, as it allows for a temporary reprieve from the overwhelming emotions tied to the impending loss of life. As the reality of death begins to sink in, individuals often progress to the second stage, anger. This anger can be directed at a variety of sources: family members, medical professionals, or even a higher power. Patients may feel betrayed by their bodies, frustrated by their circumstances, or resentful of the time they have left. This stage can be particularly challenging, as the expression of anger can create conflict in relationships, leading to feelings of isolation. Yet, this anger is a natural response to the perceived injustice of dying and can serve as a catalyst for deeper reflection on the value of life and the emotional connections that matter most. Following anger, many individuals enter the bargaining stage, where they seek to negotiate for more time or a reprieve from their condition. This stage often involves making deals with a higher power, promising to change behaviors or live differently if only they can be granted more time. Phrases like, "If only I could live to see my child graduate," or, "I'll be a better person if I can just have a few more years," reflect the deep desire to cling to life and the hope for a reprieve from death. Bargaining can provide a sense of control, even in the face of the inevitable. It is a way for individuals to cope with their feelings of helplessness, shifting the narrative from one of loss to one of potential gain. However, as the reality of death becomes increasingly undeniable, many experience the fourth stage, depression. This stage is characterized by profound sadness and reflection on what has been lost and what will never be experienced again. Individuals may mourn the life they will leave behind, the relationships that will change, and the moments they will miss. This depression can manifest as withdrawal from loved ones, a loss of interest in activities, and a pervasive sense of hopelessness. While this stage can feel isolating and overwhelming, it is also a crucial part of the grieving process. It allows individuals to confront their feelings, acknowledge their fears, and begin to come to terms with their mortality. Finally, the fifth stage is acceptance. Acceptance does not imply a sense of happiness or relief, rather, it signifies a recognition of the reality of death and an ability to find peace with it. In this stage, individuals often begin to reflect on their lives with a sense of closure. They may express a desire to make amends, share their feelings with loved ones, and find ways to leave a legacy. Acceptance allows individuals to focus on what is truly important: love, connection, and the memories they wish to create in their final days. This stage is often marked by a sense of calm and an ability to engage with family and friends in meaningful ways, even in the face of death. While these 5 stages of dying provide a valuable framework, it is essential to recognize that they are not linear. Individuals may move back and forth between stages, experience them in a different order, or even skip some entirely. Each person's journey is unique, influenced by their personality, cultural background, and life experiences. Some may find solace in spirituality, while others may focus on practical matters, such as arranging their affairs or spending time with loved ones. Moreover, the stages of dying extend beyond the individual. Family members and caregivers also undergo their own processes of grief and adaptation as they confront the impending loss of a loved one. This shared experience can create a complex emotional landscape, where communication and understanding become vital. It is essential for families to engage in open dialogues about their feelings, fears, and hopes as they navigate the emotional terrain of dying together. The psychological stages of dying serve as a reminder of the profound emotional and spiritual dimensions of mortality. They encourage us to approach the end of life with compassion, empathy, and understanding, both for ourselves and for those we love. In recognizing the stages that accompany dying, we can create a supportive environment that fosters open communication, emotional expression, and meaningful connections. Ultimately, the journey of dying is as much about living as it is about death. It invites us to reflect on the meaning of our lives, the relationships we cherish, and the legacies we wish to leave behind. By embracing the complexity of this experience, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for life, love, and the shared human experience of mortality. Real-life stories of individuals who have faced death provide profound insights into the nature of existence, the human spirit, and the mysteries surrounding the end of life. These narratives often reveal transformative experiences, moments of clarity, and unexpected connections that challenge our understanding of mortality. As we delve into these stories, we uncover themes of love, redemption, and the enduring power of the human experience. One compelling account comes from a man named James, who found himself at the brink of death following a severe heart attack. As he lay in the hospital, he experienced a vivid near-death experience that would forever alter his understanding of life and death. In those critical moments, James described feeling an overwhelming sense of peace and warmth enveloping him. He recalled rising above his body, observing medical staff working frantically to revive him. What struck him most was not the fear of death, but the profound love and connection he felt as he approached a brilliant light. This light radiated compassion and acceptance, drawing him closer in a way that felt like returning home. When he eventually returned to his body, James emerged with a renewed sense of purpose, dedicating his life to helping others and spreading messages of love and kindness. Another poignant story comes from a woman named Colton Burpo, who, at just 4 years old, underwent emergency surgery for a ruptured appendix. While under anesthesia, Colton had a remarkable experience that he later described in detail. He spoke of visiting heaven, where he met family members he had never known, including a sister who had died before his birth. Colton recounted vivid images of angels, the beauty of the heavenly realm, and the love that permeated his experience. His story reached a wide audience through the book, Heaven is for Real, which resonated with many families grappling with questions about the afterlife. Colton's experience offered comfort to those mourning the loss of loved ones and reignited conversations about the existence of a spiritual realm beyond our physical lives. In addition to these individual accounts, the experiences shared by healthcare professionals who work with dying patients provide valuable perspectives. A palliative care nurse named Julie recounted her time spent with patients in their final days. She often witnessed profound transformations as individuals approached death. One patient, a gruff and stoic man, initially resisted discussions about his impending death. However, as he entered the final stages of his illness, he began to express deep regrets about his life choices and the relationships he had neglected. With Julie's support, he found the courage to reach out to estranged family members, ultimately reconciling with his daughter before passing. This experience not only impacted the man's sense of peace but also left a lasting impression on Julie, who recognized the healing power of forgiveness and connection in life's final moments. Similarly, another nurse, Sarah, shared her experiences with dying patients who spoke of seeing deceased loved ones. She recounted a touching story of an elderly woman who, in her last days, began to call out the names of her late husband and friends. Initially, Sarah was concerned that the woman was confused or hallucinating, but as the days progressed, the woman described vivid interactions with her loved ones, expressing feelings of joy and comfort. This phenomenon is not uncommon. Many patients report similar encounters, suggesting a connection to a realm beyond our understanding. Sarah reflected on how these experiences provided solace not only to the patients but also to their families, who found comfort in the idea that their loved ones were not alone in their final moments. The stories of those at death's door often highlight the profound impact of love and connection. A man named Robert, facing terminal cancer, shared his journey of reconciling with his estranged brother. After years of silence and resentment, Robert felt compelled to reach out, recognizing that time was slipping away. Their reunion was emotionally charged, filled with tears and heartfelt apologies. This experience not only transformed their relationship but also allowed Robert to face his impending death with a sense of closure and peace. He described the relief that washed over him after reconciling, emphasizing the importance of love and forgiveness in the face of mortality. Another remarkable account comes from a woman named Linda, who experienced a life-threatening illness that left her bedridden. During this time, she began to reflect on her life, her choices, and the relationships she had cultivated. As she faced the possibility of death, Linda made a conscious decision to reach out to friends and family, sharing her love and gratitude for their presence in her life. She organized virtual gatherings, expressing her feelings and creating lasting memories, even in her weakened state. This proactive approach not only brought her joy but also strengthened the bonds with those she cherished. Linda's story illustrates that even in the face of death, we have the power to create meaning and connection. The narratives of individuals at death's door reveal that these experiences can serve as catalysts for profound personal transformation. Many who have faced mortality emerge with a renewed sense of purpose, clarity, and appreciation for life. The common thread among these stories is the recognition that love, connection, and forgiveness are paramount in the human experience. They remind us that as we navigate the complexities of life, we should focus on what truly matters: our relationships and the impact we leave on others. Ultimately, these real-life stories illuminate the beauty of the human spirit in the face of death. They encourage us to confront our own fears, embrace our vulnerabilities, and foster connections with those we love. Whether through moments of profound clarity during near-death experiences or the healing power of reconciliation, these narratives challenge us to reflect on our values and the legacies we wish to leave behind. As we listen to these voices from the brink of death, we are reminded that life is a precious gift, and the love we share can transcend even the finality of mortality. The exploration of death, particularly through the lens of near-death experiences, NDEs, personal stories from those at death's door, and the psychological stages of dying, reveals profound insights into the human condition. These narratives and experiences challenge our understanding of life, death, and what it means to truly live. They offer lessons that resonate deeply with our everyday lives, encouraging us to reflect on our values, relationships, and the legacies we wish to leave behind. One of the most significant lessons we learn is the importance of connection. Many individuals who have faced death recount how their relationships take center stage in their final moments. Whether through reconciling with estranged family members, expressing love to friends, or reflecting on shared experiences, the urgency of human connection becomes clear. These stories remind us to prioritize our relationships, to reach out to those we care about, and to foster open communication. In a world often filled with distractions, the accounts of those nearing death highlight that love and connection are what ultimately provide meaning and fulfillment. Moreover, the narratives surrounding NDEs often emphasize the transformative power of love and compassion. Many individuals describe feeling enveloped by an overwhelming sense of love during their experiences, suggesting that the essence of existence may be rooted in our capacity to love and be loved. This insight can inspire us to cultivate compassion in our daily lives, to practice kindness towards others, and to recognize the interconnectedness of humanity. When we approach life with a heart full of love, we create a ripple effect that touches not only our lives but also the lives of those around us. Another crucial lesson is the importance of forgiveness. The stories shared by individuals at death's door frequently highlight the weight of unresolved grievances and regrets. Many express a desire to make amends, to seek forgiveness, or to forgive others before it is too late. This realization prompts us to consider what burdens we may be carrying and encourages us to address them. Forgiveness can be a powerful act of liberation, allowing us to free ourselves from the shackles of resentment and to embrace the peace that comes with letting go. By actively seeking forgiveness and offering it to others, we can transform our relationships and enhance our emotional well-being. Additionally, the exploration of the psychological stages of dying reveals that acceptance plays a pivotal role in the journey toward peace. Many individuals who confront their mortality eventually come to a place of acceptance, recognizing the inevitability of death and finding solace in the life they have lived. This acceptance encourages us to confront our own mortality and to live authentically. It serves as a reminder that life is finite, urging us to make the most of our time, pursue our passions, and cherish each moment. By embracing acceptance, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for life and live with intention. The stories of those who have faced death also illuminate the significance of legacy. As individuals reflect on their lives, they often consider the impact they have had on others and the memories they will leave behind. This contemplation prompts us to think about our own legacies, what we want to be remembered for, and how we can contribute positively to the world. Engaging in acts of kindness, sharing our knowledge, and fostering meaningful connections can help us build a legacy that resonates with others long after we are gone. Furthermore, these narratives encourage us to embrace vulnerability and authenticity. Many individuals at death's door express their true feelings, share their fears, and confront their regrets. This openness fosters deeper connections and allows for healing conversations. In our own lives, embracing vulnerability can lead to more authentic relationships and a greater sense of belonging. By allowing ourselves to be seen and heard, we create space for others to do the same, enriching our interactions and strengthening our bonds. Lastly, the lessons drawn from these experiences inspire a philosophical inquiry into the nature of existence itself. Many who have encountered NDEs report insights that challenge conventional understandings of life and death. These revelations prompt us to question our beliefs, explore spiritual dimensions, and consider the possibility of a reality beyond our physical existence. Engaging with these questions can lead to personal growth, a deeper understanding of our purpose, and a greater sense of peace as we navigate the complexities of life. In conclusion, the exploration of death through personal stories, near-death experiences, and psychological insights offers valuable lessons that resonate with our everyday lives. By prioritizing connection, practicing compassion, seeking forgiveness, embracing acceptance, contemplating our legacies, and engaging with vulnerability, we can enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. These lessons serve as reminders of the beauty of the human experience, encouraging us to live fully and authentically while embracing the inevitable journey of mortality. Ultimately, as we reflect on what we can learn from these profound teachings, we are empowered to create lives filled with meaning, love, and purpose, leaving a lasting impact on the world. Contemplating death can be an uncomfortable yet profoundly transformative experience. It challenges us to reflect on the nature of our existence, the choices we make, and the relationships we cultivate. By living with death in mind, we can approach life with a renewed perspective, fostering a deeper appreciation for each moment and inspiring meaningful actions that resonate with our values. This awareness serves as a call to action, urging us to embrace our mortality and make conscious decisions that enhance our lives and the lives of those around us. To live with death in mind is to acknowledge the impermanence of life. This recognition can be liberating, prompting us to prioritize what truly matters. When we understand that our time is finite, we become more intentional in our choices. We may find ourselves reevaluating our commitments, letting go of trivial grievances, and focusing on what brings us joy and fulfillment. This shift in perspective allows us to live authentically, aligning our actions with our core values and aspirations. One of the most powerful ways to embrace this philosophy is through cultivating gratitude. When we recognize the transient nature of life, we begin to appreciate the beauty in everyday moments. Practicing gratitude encourages us to focus on the positive aspects of our lives, fostering a sense of contentment and fulfillment. Simple acts, such as keeping a gratitude journal or expressing appreciation to loved ones, can profoundly impact our overall well-being. By acknowledging the gifts we have, we can shift our mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. Moreover, living with death in mind compels us to engage in meaningful conversations about mortality. Many people avoid discussions about death, often perceiving them as morbid or uncomfortable. However, these conversations can be deeply enriching, providing opportunities for connection and understanding. By discussing our fears, hopes, and beliefs about death, we create space for vulnerability and authenticity. This openness can strengthen our relationships, allowing us to support one another in navigating the complexities of life and loss. In addition to fostering conversations, we can take proactive steps to prepare for the end of life both for ourselves and for our loved ones. This preparation can involve practical measures, such as creating advance directives, discussing end-of-life wishes, and addressing financial matters. These conversations may be challenging, but they are essential for ensuring that our desires are respected and that our loved ones are not left with difficult decisions during an already emotional time. By taking these steps, we can provide peace of mind for ourselves and our families. Furthermore, living with death in mind encourages us to pursue our passions and dreams without delay. The awareness of our mortality can ignite a sense of urgency, motivating us to take risks and embrace opportunities that align with our true selves. Whether it's starting a new project, traveling to a dream destination, or rekindling a long-lost hobby, we are reminded that life is too precious to squander. By taking action on our aspirations, we create a legacy that reflects our values and passions, leaving a lasting impact on the world. As we navigate our lives, it is also crucial to cultivate compassion and empathy for others. Understanding that everyone experiences loss and grapples with their own mortality allows us to connect on a deeper level. Acts of kindness, whether big or small, can create ripples of positivity in our communities. Volunteering, offering support to those in grief, or simply being present for a friend in need can transform not only the lives of others but also our own. By fostering a culture of compassion, we contribute to a more supportive and understanding world. Additionally, embracing a mindset of acceptance can empower us to face challenges with resilience. Life is filled with uncertainties and hardships, and acknowledging that suffering is part of the human experience allows us to cultivate strength and perseverance. Acceptance does not mean resignation, rather, it signifies a willingness to confront reality as it is. This mindset encourages us to find meaning in our struggles and to seek growth even in the face of adversity. Lastly, Living with Death in Mind invites us to explore our spiritual beliefs and values. For many, contemplating mortality can lead to a deeper understanding of the mysteries of existence. Engaging with philosophical questions about life, purpose, and the afterlife can enrich our perspectives and provide comfort in times of uncertainty. Whether through meditation, prayer, or reflection, nurturing our spiritual selves can foster a sense of peace and connection to something greater than ourselves. In conclusion, living with death in mind serves as a powerful call to action. It encourages us to embrace the impermanence of life, cultivate gratitude, engage in meaningful conversations, prepare for the future, pursue our passions, foster compassion, cultivate acceptance, and explore our spiritual beliefs. By integrating these principles into our lives, we can create a meaningful existence that honors the beauty of life while acknowledging its transient nature. Ultimately, this awareness empowers us to live fully, love deeply, and leave a lasting legacy that resonates with those we care about, enriching our lives and the lives of others. The journey through life is a complex tapestry woven with experiences, relationships, and the inevitable reality of mortality. As we reflect on the insights gleaned from near-death experiences, personal stories of those at death's door, and the psychological stages of dying, we come to understand that our lives are profoundly shaped by our awareness of death. This awareness is not merely an acknowledgement of an end but a powerful catalyst for living fully and authentically. Embracing the concept of mortality invites us to reevaluate our priorities, fostering a deeper appreciation for the fleeting moments that define our existence. It compels us to cherish the relationships we hold dear and to engage in meaningful connections with others. In recognizing that time is limited, we are inspired to express our love and gratitude openly, nurturing the bonds that enrich our lives. This emphasis on connection reminds us that, ultimately, it is our relationships that provide the most profound sense of fulfillment and purpose. The stories of individuals who have faced death often illuminate the transformative power of love, forgiveness, and acceptance. These narratives serve as reminders that life's most significant lessons often emerge during moments of vulnerability. The courage to confront our fears and to engage in difficult conversations about death can lead to healing and reconciliation. In doing so, we create space for authenticity and vulnerability, enriching our lives and the lives of those around us. Moreover, the reflections on living with death in mind challenge us to consider how we can actively shape our legacies. By pursuing our passions, taking risks, and engaging in acts of kindness, we contribute to a narrative that transcends our individual lives. We become part of a larger story, one that emphasizes compassion, understanding, and the interconnectedness of the human experience. Our legacies are not merely defined by accomplishments or material possessions but by the love we share and the positive impact we have on others. As we navigate the complexities of life, it is essential to cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. Acceptance of life's uncertainties and the inevitability of suffering allows us to approach challenges with grace and strength. This resilience empowers us to find meaning in our struggles, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. By embracing a mindset of acceptance, we learn to navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of purpose and determination. The exploration of spiritual beliefs and values also plays a crucial role in our understanding of mortality. Engaging with questions about existence, purpose, and the afterlife can provide comfort and clarity in times of uncertainty. Whether through personal reflection, meditation, or communal practices, nurturing our spiritual selves allows us to connect with something greater than ourselves. This connection fosters a sense of peace and belonging, providing a framework for understanding our place in the universe. In conclusion, the journey of life is intricately intertwined with the awareness of death. By embracing this awareness, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the present moment, prioritize our relationships, and engage in acts of love and kindness. The lessons learned from those who have faced death challenge us to live authentically, pursue our passions, and confront our fears with courage. Ultimately, the insights gained from contemplating mortality empower us to create meaningful lives filled with purpose and connection. As we reflect on our own journeys, Let us strive to live with intention, embracing each moment with gratitude and love. By doing so, we honor the richness of life and the shared human experience, leaving behind a legacy that resonates with compassion and understanding. In this way, we transform our awareness of death into a celebration of life, cherishing the beauty of our existence and the connections that bind us together.